Golden Eye Award for the Best Director 2025 goes to Adam Karim.
Again, congratulations. What is the challenge of telling stories, but at the same time making sure that those stories play to packed rooms and that people will come? Just because you build it, they won't necessarily come.
Yeah, I mean, the prevailing logic is that if you build it, they will come, but that's about building it well, right? So I think it's about urgency, about reflecting the times, about saying something that is that people understand to be true about the moment. So that could be in lots of different ways.
But interesting though that because the world is moving so fast and things that we would previously feel to be unacceptable become acceptable, and we are living in these such unsettling times. So to get idea, passion, questions onto that stage, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. So how do you keep that urgency and that relevancy?
Yeah, I suppose your question is kind of aimed at how long it takes to make a piece of theatre and still be responsive to the present moment.
Yes.
And I think the challenge for us...
Thank you for succinctly putting it where I just went courageous. Thank you so much.
I'll help you
should
out.
be a journalist.
What's getting paid? But I think the answer to that is actually in finding the universal in the specific, which we'll all understand as artists in this room, is that actually when you become very specific about a story, that's where we reveal humanity. And if you can reveal the humanity of any situation, then you make something that is applicable across.
It feels wonderful, yeah. It's so lovely to be thought of and recognised for an award like this, and particularly as a South Asian, but I'm mixed heritage, so receiving a South Asian theatre award means a great deal. Well, I think it's very important that we come together as an industry and come together as a bunch of creatives to recognise, at least within ourselves, the contribution that we're making to this country. As a South Asian, exactly, because I think that's often overlooked. We see it overlooked when we do memorials about the First and Second World Wars and we look at the South Asian contribution. And continually through this country, we're marginalised. So having a moment where we can create some kind of publicity around our contribution as British South Asians to the culture of this country is hugely important. Yeah, I think it's important because maybe our voices aren't amplified elsewhere, and so we can show some solidarity and support for each other. Actually, South Asian, we're not a monolith. There are many different cultures within this label that we have in the West, and having this opportunity actually within our individual cultures to say, hey, I see you and I connect with you, and actually I appreciate you, and that we do have some kind of common cause in this country. It's hugely important. And there's so much in the world right now where they would love to divide us, and perhaps our ancestral communities are being divided, and having a moment today where in this country maybe we can set an example of how actually we have more in common than that which divides us. Yeah, so making Guards at the Taj was just an incredible experience for me to be given that space, time, budget to explore a story. It's a really interesting story because it's looking at a myth, it's looking at a series of events that supposedly happened in the past, but we don't have any factual corroboration for that. And that's really interesting because I think Rajiv Joseph is using myth of the past to talk about the present moment. And all through our thoughts with Guards were the continual relevance of those in authority dividing those of us who may find common cause in brotherhood in another way.